Good morning, children. Welcome back to the social session. Children, yesterday we tried to understand about the formative assessment 1 syllabus and other factors, how the question paper looks like, what is the pattern, and hope the revision of the formative 1 is going on. Today, I would like to complete this half-taught lesson, Industrial Revolution. We have almost approached to the end of the lesson, so let us finish up this lesson and move on to the revision from tomorrow onwards. So coming to the end of the Industrial Revolution, children, we have seen how the new machines have brought a revolutionary change in the production activities of the world, and the machine-made goods were more cheaper than the handmade goods, and Europe emerged as a workshop of the world where most of the machines got introduced into the factories. Today let us see about the trade in these industrial products, the goods which are produced in the industries, how the trade marketing went on, that is buying and selling. And industrial production also has increased so much that it was not possible to sell all these products in their own countries because population is very limited and the number of goods produced were infinite. So it is not possible for them to sell only in their countries. And machine made goods were also very cheap and very durable, okay, which lasts for longer time. Hence the demand for them increased all over the world. This gave a boost to the industries in England and other countries. However, the interesting things about them is that they did not have the raw materials to make them. They have the machines, but the interesting thing is they don't have the raw material which is required to produce. For example, the cotton which is needed to produce the cloth was grown in India and America, but not in England. So cotton, textile, garment which is required for the as a raw material for the England textile industry, they doesn't grow in England. English traders tried to purchase the raw materials from India and other countries and sold them to factory owners. Subsequently, the traders also purchased the finished products and sold them in countries like India, America, and in other countries also. That means raw materials were purchased from these countries and again the finished product was sold to that country. So in order to serve the interests of their own trade and industry, what they have done, the Europeans started to subjugate these countries. That means trying to bring them under their control. They started conquering these countries. They started, and other countries like France, Germany, Spain, Portugal, Belgium, Holland, these all conquered colonies for themselves in Asia, Africa, Australia, and even in America also. Colonies mean the countries which are which worked as resources and used for the benefit of their mother country. They were called as colonies. India was also a colony of the Britain for more than 200 years. You know it very well. All our resources were migrated, were also looted by these Britishers for the development of their mother country. And European countries' exploitation on these colonies, you know it very well. Not only one England I am talking about, but England is a major country. Okay, in Industrial Revolution it's a major country, and in bringing many colonies under their country, under their control is also England is a big country. So they have turned out to be very wealthy and they have turned out to be very great in the world. And if you look at the map given in the textbook, it shows you very clearly that many countries have been brought under control by the England. If you look at the urbanization and slums which have grown because of urbanization, you know what is urbanization? Children, the movement of people from rural areas to the urban areas is called as urbanization. And this urbanization will lead to slums. Slums बोले तो जिधर भी रहने का the minimum facilities will not be there, like drainage facility, drinking water facility, lighting, street lighting facility, road facility, और मकान भी अच्छी तरह नहीं रहते, huts रहते. So that area is called as a slums. Mostly the people who get migrated, the low income people who migrate from the villages to the cities, रिक्शा पुलर जो है और जो काम करने वाले छोटे छोटे काम करने वाला रहते हैं, वो पूरा लोग रहने का सिटी में रहने का जगह जो रहती है, that is called as slum. So those slums has got developed in these cities as a result of the increase in the industries. So industrial revolution has led to gradual shift of people from villages to the towns. Many of them had sold their small land holding and they migrated to the towns in search of the jobs in the factories. So industries and other urban activities gave livelihood to many people also. And as people moved to towns, what happened, which were newly emerging, new towns have been emerging, and they settled down in the makeshift houses and shelters, which were completely cramped and had very little sanitation and other facilities, and they had very bad position to stay there, and it's a breeding point where the diseases also very speedily spreads. So accidents, diseases spreading, epidemics were very common. Most workers, residential areas lacked proper ventilation, also no proper sunlight, and drying facility was there. Health and sanitation facility was very poor. So slums became a very common scenario in most of these cities which were emerging at that time, especially near the factories and mines, where the workers come from the villages and they work for their livelihood. At the same time, distant quarters came up for the rich and powerful people, where they have all kinds of facilities like open space, sanitation, water supply, roads, lighting, and many other facilities. Slowly people fought for their civic rights, and conditions of the workers also got improved, and the factories also started providing quarters for their workers. So this is the end of the lesson, Industrial Revolution, children. So take up the revision part of lesson 1 today, and our examination will be next month. Thank you, children.